Bah humbug. Ho ho ho, what's up, nerds? It's your boy, the OGGM. Happy holidays. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's the 7th day of December 2022. It's about 62 degrees here and sunny here at Site B. I'm still a little bit under the weather, so if I seem a little kerfuckled as usual, you know why. Also, I'm old, and I replaced my brain with tuna. Enough said, it's time to take a look at what's going on in the world of crowdfunding. The following crowdfunding projects are coming to an end, but you still have a chance to support them via your favorite crowdfunding, Kickstarter, group funding, backlighting, itch.io, whatever else they're calling them. Remember when there was just one? Now there's like 2,000. So there's many different ways out there. And, you know, the great thing about crowdfunding, kickstarting projects is you can get free stuff often, like stickers and supplements and art books. So crowdfunding is good. As always, anything I think is awesome, I'll tell you about. Anything that I think is a waste of your money, I'll be very sarcastic about. And I'll post links to the things I think are worth it. But as always, don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. Make up your own mind. If I say something that you think is absolutely cool, run, don't walk, and order it and let them know I sent you. And maybe they'll send me a free copy to change my mind, right? Support me, game companies. I will sell out. Anyways, what's going on in the world of crowdfunding? And already I see something that I'm kind of excited about. From Strange Owl Games, we have Space 1889 After and the Imperium Steampunk RPG, spelled EMPYREAN, because I guess they couldn't get the normal spelling of Imperium, because maybe there's another game that has that spelling, or they're just trying to be cool. Anyways, Space 1889 has been converted to Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and they're also coming out with an own game calling Imperium. I don't know why they wouldn't just make Space 1889 for their own system, because does Space 1889, I keep arguing that there are certain settings that actually work perfect for 5th edition. And Steampunk, I think, is more perfect for 5th edition than pulp fantasy. So, converting Space 1889 to 5e could be a good thing. Space 1889 was one of the very first steampunk role-playing games. It was steampunk before there was steampunk. It's a very Jules Verne, H.G. Wells type of setting. If you've ever heard the H.G. Wells book about the guys who shot a rocket to the moon to get to the moon, it's one of the very first films that was ever made, was Rocket to the Moon. It is heavily inspired by the idea that we went to space during the Victorian era, and all the, Jules Verne, H.G. Wells stuff actually happened. So it's a very fun game. I played it a few times a long time ago. So, yeah. As for what is the Imperium system, doesn't say, other than it's a steampunk role-playing game. From Ghostfire Gaming, we have Grim Hollow, Citadel of the Unseen for D&D 5e. This is an adventure path. Space 1889 is $40 is the most popular pledge that gets you the PDF of the books for both game systems. So the PDF of Space 1889 and the PDF of the Imperium D20 system. I guess Imperium is their version of 5e. It doesn't say, so I don't know. Moving on, from Ghostfire Games, we have Grim Hollow, Citadel of the Unseen for D&D 5e. $120 is the most popular pledge that gets you the PDFs and the print versions, a slipcase, maps, and tokens, and there are 6 books, which you would think is outrageous, but remember, it's an adventure path. So, yeah. This is a 6-book adventure covering levels 1 through 13, a dark fantasy about an empire where artifacts are battling their way through a city of the dead. So if you're looking for grim dark fantasy for 5e, an extensive world, this is worth exploring. Except 5e really doesn't, say grim dark. But who knows? From Lightspeed RPG, we have Lightspeed RPG, an original system. $10 is the most popular pledge. It gives you a PDF of the game. It's an original sci-fi RPG that offers experience to Firefly, or the Millennium Falcon, or any crewed starship looking for profit through adventure. So, yeah, we've seen a lot of games trying to jump on the Firefly space cowboy thing lately. Here's another one, but for $10 you can't go wrong. From Richard Tretchell, we have Tabletone, an interactive audio app for tabletop role-playing game masters. This is an RPG accessory. $219 is the most popular pledge, but that gets you a lifetime subscription to the app and its soundscape. It's a neat background music for tabletop experience. So the app lets you select music based upon your character's location and stuff like that. So if you have a few buttons, you can select the soundtrack. Or you could do it for free using Spotify. I don't know. I always have found music at the game to be a distraction, but that's just me, because my ears then gravitate towards the music and my brain starts to block out at the other information as I focus more and more on the music. That's probably my dyslexia or my OCD. So I've always found music, with other than extremely rare occasions, to be more distractive. If you're gonna use music, it has to be at the right time, like there's certain moments in certain RPGs where you just gotta pop out Duel of the Fates, dun dun, or the Superman theme, or the Indiana Jones theme. But music, on the other times is more of a distraction. So, but $219 gets you a lifetime subscription to the app, assuming he's going to be able to support it for an entire lifetime. Or, again, you could just do the exact same 3 on Spotify for free. From X Stacy's Game, we have Midwinter Ghost Stories, a spine-chilling tabletop role-playing game scenarios. This is a system-neutral adventure. $10 is the most popular pledge. It gives you a collection of 5 adventures that are being system-neutral and all sorts of spookiness. Spine-tingling adventures for the role-playing game of your choice. Superheroes? Space? From Quest Nest, we have the 5e GM-friendly adventure, The Divine Forge. This is a D&D 5e adventure. $65 is the most popular pledge. It gives you everything, including books, tokens, and more. 300 pages of content dedicated to an adventure for levels 6 through 9. How is this DM-friendly? I guess it's content heavy. About 75 pages per level of the adventures, but I guess easy to read and easy to use since it's DM friendly. Or maybe that's the name of the guy who wrote it. Maybe he refers to himself as GM friendly the same way I refer to myself as the OG GM. What would be a GM friendly adventure? I guess easy to read, easy to implement, and easy to move things around if they go in unusual directions or do things you didn't plan for. A GM-friendly adventure would be like, we've done a lot of work for you, but it's easy for you to read through your eyes and interpret, so you don't have to do very little work. It was what I would think a GM-friendly would be. So to say you're GM-friendly and then to say you're content-heavy is sort of mutually exclusive, guys? I don't know. But again, maybe GM-friendly is the guy's name who wrote it. From Steadfast Studios, for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, we have The Crimson Willow, a Lovecraftian one-shot for 5e that's only $1. $1 gets you PDF of the adventure, cards, and maps. Inspired by Lovecraftian stories, it's a one-shot adventure that pits your characters against Lovecraftian human-animal hybrids. So I can only run this adventure. How does it work? I know I bring this up all the time. How does a one-shot adventure work? Okay, I give you $1. I get my one-shot adventure. I run it. All right, blah, 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 blah. The end. Does it self-destruct like Mission Impossible so I can never, ever use it again? Like, oh, well, that was a great game. Why is my book dun, 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 and then just... What? Do I have to sign a contract that says I will never run this adventure ever again for anybody else because it was a one-shot? I don't understand. Somebody explain it to me for some time. From Peter Hullinghurst, we have the Edinburgh Horrors, Long Dead Inc. That is the entire name. The Edinburgh Horrors, Long Dead Inc. This is a original system. $60 gets you the PDF and the POD coupons plus tarot cards. It is a new RPG system utilizing tarot cards. It's an adventure that introduces you to the new rule set for Long Dead Inc. You're not the first adventure RPG system to use tarot tarot cards. So yeah, you're not a new. People have been using tarot cards to run D&D since I don't know, Theatrix and Amber Diceless. And Tarot, the role-playing game. There are a lot of weird shit that came out in the late 80s. A lot of them use tarot in alternative ways. So, yeah. Plus, I have to have a tarot deck. Oh, but I guess you also send me a PDF for a tarot deck. I'm not going to print out a tarot deck, because then I'd have to cut them all out and put them on cardboard to make them useful. I could just go to, a weird occulty new age store and pick up a tarot deck. I mean, I guess you could use that hard stock. But still, I don't know. Man, I'm pretty harsh this week. So top of my list for recommendations is the Space 1889. Even though it is 5e, I think Steampunk is a better setting for 5e than pulp fantasy. But that's just me. And, yeah, that's about it this week. Wow. I'm probably getting into trouble at some point in time for bagging on all these things. But, all my sarcastic kidding aside, somebody please explain to me how a one-shot adventure works. When you're, does it mean I can never, ever run it ever again? Because I've run one-shots, but then I run them again for different groups. So it's not really a one-shot. It was just something, I use. I mean, I usually run the exact same thing to teach new players how to play, but I've run it hundreds of times. So does that count as a one-shot? Or just, I don't know. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. Support me, water. I will sell out. That's it for today. As always, links to the things I think are worth your time, but make up your own mind. If any of these sound like something you want to support, head on over to your favorite Backlight, Kickstarter, crowdfunding, group funding, Itch.io, Luma, whatever site, and support them. It's always nice to give a little love to some small press publishers who otherwise might not get their product on the market. In exchange, they might send you a few things like stickers or tarot cards or toys or, I don't know, Twinkies. I got some cool stuff from the Blade Runner Kickstarter, including that thing behind me. So, yeah. I am the OGGM. If you appreciate this nonsense that comes out of my addle-brained brain, let me know. If you don't, let me know. If there's something you'd like me to change for 2023, let me know. Like, share, subscribe, and if you're looking for a holiday present for the gamer in your life, don't forget that I have merch! That's right, I have merch. Check it out. Links down below. I will talk to you later. I think I need to lay down. See ya!